Hello, everybody. It's PsyFerret, and today we are doing a review of Space Bandits. First things first, Space Bandits was made by Mark Miller and Matteo Scalera and published by Image Comics. And the entire premise of the story is Miss Mastermind and Miss Punchy get betrayed by their crews, and so they get revenge. I'm feeling some Kill Bill style. Too long, didn't watch. This earned a rating of 4 out of 5 dukes from a ferret. If you like the video so far, press a like. But let's get into the nitty gritty, shall we? Let's start with the writing. Honestly, I just feel like the writing is just fine. It's not really like standoutish. There's nothing about it that makes me go, oh, gotta share this with the world. I'm so in love. Like, it's not a thing. It's not there. There's none of this. Nope, none of that. No hearts, no nothing. Okay. Like, it's fine. It's serviceable. I feel, let's start with issue 1. I kind of put this backwards on the screen, but first issue feels a little bland. Like, we get a hint of all the characters in play for the most part, but no one's really got any reasoning. There's no motivations kind of cleared up as to why they did things. So as I mentioned, the story is about 2 girls who get portrayed or betrayed. Why were they betrayed? It honestly doesn't, like, I never got the sense of why out of all of it. Like, the only reason we're given is that money, more money, more of a cut. Instead of sharing with the girls, they were like, the gang was like, nah, we're good. We're just gonna keep it all for ourselves. Thanks. Bye. And that's fine, but it was kind of one of those like, oh, okay, sure. Like, no one was sitting here harboring regret. No one was trying to make it a coup. It was just one of those like, we're all just greedy, so we're gonna betray the leader. Who knows, all of us are complicit in the crime and could pinpoint us. But I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. The first issue feels a little bland. It's literally just showing off the story. The first 2 major kills, because the whole premise is about killing like 5 to 6 people, depending on how you count it. The first 2 kills, the first one's like, hey, I got a rainbow farm. First of all, what's a rainbow farm? I really wanted to know. There was a whole lot of world exploration that were opened up. None of it was explored. What's a rainbow farm? I really want to know. How is this valuable? What do we get from it? Tell me more. I want to know more about the rainbow farming, right? And that was the first kill. We killed a farmer, a guy who went from outlaw to farmer. I have no issue with that. Like, Django Unchained did it first. Just gonna throw that out there, but it's fine. Especially since even the way they killed the farmer was almost identical to Django Unchained. Where it's like, yeah, we're going to just sit on the hill, we're going to snipe him, and we're going to walk away. Like, oh, cool. There's no moral dilemma. There's nothing to it. And then that's it. Second guy went from outlaw to businessman. He bought a spa. That's really it. He bought a very special spa that was like had fish that were indigenous to a specific planet and can only be on that planet, and made people look and feel younger. And that was cool. I wanted to know more about the fishies. Tell me more about them fishies. But no. We saw that happen, and that was it. The third guy went to just, essentially, he was on a space brothel. He went around, he did drugs, and he screwed everything in sight. Almost literally. So yeah, just that whole, okay. Again, not really, like, why did he need an extra 5 mil for that? I don't know. He just did, right? You know, that was just one of those, like, it goes back into that whole writing. It's like, like, I would have loved to have seen some character motivations or reasons for the betrayal other than because we could. That's really what it came down to. Why did this betrayal happen? Because we could. And that's okay, but meh, it's whatever. I feel like there was a lot of world opening, but not a lot of world building. But that's okay. I mean, it's a short series. It's fine. I'm happy with that. Overall, again, the writing's fine. Not really anything to write special about, but not anything to be like, oh, this is bad. I do feel like the ending was a little rushed. And also, like, they had room for things that like kind of made me go, huh, why did you do that? Like, there were so many other things I wanted, and you guys chose that, I guess. So I don't know. It's fine. It's just I feel like it could have been longer. I feel like this should have been like part one. Like again, I'm gonna go back to Kill Bill because this really does remind me of Kill Bill. But I feel like this should have been part one of just like part one out of a 2-part thing, just like Kill Bill. Because with it being a one thing, it's just too short. It's just too short. And that's what I'm going to, and that's like the biggest gripe I have. It feels too short. So I just, overall, it's fine. Nothing like exceptional, nothing fantastic, just fine. So let's talk about the art. I liked the art. And I mean, if you take a look at the little image icon or on my monitor over behind my head, you can see that the art has got a fantastic style. I like it. I do feel, as I was going through it, that the artist was a little color happy. And what I mean by that is there was a lot of colors and a lot of choices, and nothing really felt like a thematic color scheme. But that's okay. It wasn't distracting. It just feels like it's a little like, let's pick every color in a rainbow. And that's fine. But I feel like more thematic colors would have been nice. I didn't get that sensation. Like like it's all over the place in terms of color. And thinking of coloring and art, there was some decent character details. I mean, like, I didn't feel too bad about any of the characters. They were all distinct. They were all separate. I felt good about being able to identify who was who, when, and where. Right? I never once considered any kind of like confusion in the back of my head. Even when one character underwent a dramatic change, I still knew who it was. But in the end, I do feel one of the things that I could have liked to have seen more is that the traders in particular could have used, like, all the characters in general, but the traders in particular made me kind of go, like, they all felt super similar to one another. Like, there was still enough where I'm like, okay, this guy's this guy, this guy's this guy, this guy's this guy, right? I never once really worried about that, but I feel like some like visual, like something on them or something about them that made them more unique. For example, if one of the characters just wanted to be an outlaw, if he had a giant tattoo, like some kind of like Billy the Kid, right? Like memorabilia all over him, that would have been dope. Just something that's more visually available to make it clear that, you know, who's what and something to add to their personalities. And even the main characters, like even the main girls, overall, like, I don't feel like any of the characters were missing detail, but they are all could have benefited from more. And I realize that is a lot more work though. So like, nothing's bad. It's just, nothing's stand outish. Nothing adds depth. It's just, there's enough to distinguish them, but not enough to make them feel more to them. So, I mean, it's good, but it could have been better. So here's what I thought in general. The writing is good, though a little generic. I mean, there's some things that could have made it better. I think they just needed more room, to be perfectly honest. More depth in the characterizations, more depth in the motivations, more maybe another plot twist or two, something to give the characters some more. I would love to have seen the two main characters, the two main women, to have had a fight between one another about something and them rectifying that. Something more, something that shows something personal beyond I just want revenge. The art is great, but it's good and could have been great. I just needed more detail and maybe a little less colorful in a fashion. Like, pick themes or pick something that's going to evoke a response rather than just, it felt like the colors were kind of chosen a little randomly, not necessarily fully random, but just not thematic. Like, it's not inspiring a theme, it's not inspiring anything like that. More detail, a little less picks of all the colors without feeling like a reason. On a scale of 1 to 5, I originally rated it a 4. 1 is a hate, 2 is a dislike, 3 is neutral, 4 is liked, and 5 is loved. I like it. It's good. I would recommend it. I appreciate you all watching this. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We will be doing PsyReviews on Saturdays with more comics. Press the like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.